Okay, hi everyone. Sorry for the short delay. We are live from the trading room. Happy to be back. Let me know in the chat if the sound is good. I know that yesterday I had an issue. Today I think it's okay. So guys, let me know if the sound is good, if you see me, if everything is set up properly. And yeah, again, happy to start this trading room. We had some trades from yesterday on the dollar, so we're gonna move to MT5. We'll explain how I manage the position. I already have some lot size into the market, but approximately 50% of my position is already closed, and I will explain also why. So hi everyone. Hi Jim. Hi Adir. Hi Matthias. Thank you for joining me today. Let's move quickly to dollar index, and from the analysis we made yesterday, I expect the market from here to make a retrace, expecting the market to come to this area. You see that actually the market stopped. So this was the bottom. We are not so far from the area I was looking for, and then actually the market is again retracing the downtrend. So happy to find this this movement down that give me actually some profit in the market. I will just show the trade afterward, but you know that's something I was waiting for and I was looking for last week, and I also explain it. So yeah, again, for people that was not there yesterday, you could check, guys, on the preview video, the explanation of why actually I was looking for a short here. So of course it's not a short in the long term, it's more like day trades and few hours of management. This actually give us a small retracement, not enough actually. I would prefer to have this movement confirmed a bit better, but at least that give us some reaction, and that happy to get at. So here, the trade from yesterday, you see that I almost exit all of my position in the pound. I'll just get rid of all the line and explain the continuation on it. Let me check that. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Okay, so on the pound it's very clear. Okay, I started building the position around here. I had it my last lot size at the bottom, which is especially linked to this demand here. We see clearly that here there is a demand. This was my last entry point, and then the market start to move up, and actually the pound dollar get back to the average. Okay, so I almost exit all the position here. Let me check how I exit. Yeah, so I exit around 25% here and another 25 or 30% here. So that's why I exit the market. You see around the average price. And the last lot size I have is, you know, bonus on my hand. I put the stop loss above this lowest point, and if we can reach the top of the range, this would be a perfect trade for me. But you know, I'm already, you know, take some profit on it, so that's fine. Again, this is the type of scenario I like to see, and most of my trading mindset is built on this type of zone. Okay, this is mainly how I trade. Try to identify a consolidation zone, find the average, find where the price is moving forward or not. You see that here it was a very weak movement on the downside. So that's why I was very confident that the price at some point will retrace, and then the price did very well here, and you know the price get back to the average. Okay, if you just want me to get clear, I will show it even better. But we have this huge consolidation zone. I started, and I don't know, I believe I started building my position here, and then I had it here, and then and so on, until my exposure was full. And I was expecting the price to go back to the average, which is here. So that's why I almost exit between 50 and 70% of my position. So I have one lot still in the market. We'll see how we can manage this one. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I think that the market is on an uptrend actually, so I think I could hold it. I think I could hold it to my TP. Probably the way I will probably exit the market will be now here. Okay, I just increased my stop loss. I expect the market to make higher lows, so we had that. Then the market make a low here. I'm expecting the lowest here to be there. Okay, so that's why my stop loss is just below. If we not succeeding to make any higher low, I will be exit this in profit again. So that's fine on my side. I know that the euro dollar is they say the euro is weak, especially today. Actually, this holds nice. You see, also on the euro, I exit some of the position. But here again, this is very clear. I should be very careful to, actually the price is making higher low and higher high. So this is a clear uptrend. I will probably put one stop loss here in order to if the market is starting to go down, and my last stop loss will be there. So that's how I will manage. Let me check how I exit the market today. Yeah, so I exit the market a bit here. Yeah, this is why actually I exit the market at the top. You see, in the euro dollar we have this zone in the H1, which can be not comfortable to hold in my opinion. Okay, the market was a support, then we break it, and then we're starting to make a retest. So that's why I exit some of the position here. Of course, I expect the price to get back to this average. You see, it's the same scenario on the pound. The euro is a bit weak this week. So you see the average is here, but we starting to struggle to break again this zone and come back again to the average. You see on the pound we are already go back to the average. So the pound is very strong against the dollar actually, and we will see if this continue. Yeah, actually it's only how to manage the exit of my trades. Is there any Black Friday deals for instant accounts? That's a good question. I will tell you the truth. I don't know. We should ask Tomer, which is the head of marketing. But I know him, and I probably think that there will be something for Black Friday. We will see. But I think there is something. I know that I'm looking World Cup, football World Cup. So, and I know that they did a very good waffle and giveaway for our funding account. So there will be some instant funding account. There will be some bootcamp account that we will give for free. I think you need to follow our Instagram page and guess the results of one match. I think the next match will be Spain against Costa Rica. So if you guess the right results, you could actually win let's say a free account. It could be bootcamp, and it could be instant funding. So play it. You have nothing to lose here. Go on our Instagram page. I won one of the 100k bootcamp. You see? Okay, I just need to talk about it. So yeah, congratulations. Hope you're happy and good job for the guess. I think the first match was Qatar against let me remember, against Ecuador. I think they lost 2-0. So yeah, good guess and good job. Has anyone reached the 1.1 million.28? Yeah, and we have some traders that reach even above. Okay, I could not tell more about that, but yeah, we have some traders that still are trading with huge account here at the 5ers. And for the Black Friday, just only follow our social media page, Instagram and Facebook. If there will be something, they will publish it. I will have a talk with Domer right now. Hi, Handy. Hey, Alex, why do you buy pound dollar, bro? Happy to be your brother. I hope I'm your brother. Okay, the first one, and yeah, I explained yesterday why what I bought the $1. It's a trade that I hold from yesterday. But the first analysis in the first month was to look at the dollar index. And again, if you want to have the full analysis, you could maybe go back to the previous session that I made yesterday. And this is something I looked for, let's say, a lot of time. There was this, big sell-off in the dollar index. I expecting the price here to make, a pullback, let's say. But at some point, I expect the dollar to continue on the downside. Okay, so that's why I was looking for selling in the let's say for selling the dollar. Okay, so it would be the euro dollar and in the pound dollar. So I was looking for buying euro dollar or buying the pound dollar. And this is what I was looking for. Okay, I was looking for a zone when the dollar index can continue the trend. Actually, this is a broken trend. Okay, we see on the daily chart that this was an uptrend for a long period of time, and here we break it, and we break it very, with a high volatility movement. So that's why I actually wait here for the market to retrace, and then I was selling here the market yesterday. This gave me, I think probably 50 pips. Let me calculate how much pips it gave me here in the pound. But here it was very clear, there is also a demand here, consolidation zone. The average price is here, so it was kind of easy to get the risk reward was also good. Yeah, it's 100 pips, it's 100 pips movement. Am I expecting for a bit more? I'm already managing the trades. That's fine. I was waiting for this zone to break. And we also identified that yesterday this movement was a weak movement on the downside. This take a lot of time for the market to continue. So I'm expecting the market to retrace. So that was my plan. Here, when you have this type of downtrend, that is very weak. When you have this type of downtrend, you need to be more carefully because the market will likely break structure. Okay, and this is exactly what happened here. You see, for example, there were here support or an uptrend, and here the market was very volatile and break out on the downside. Okay, here it's different. You see, it takes a lot of time in the market to create the downtrend. So that's why I was expecting at some point to retrace, and it happened exactly at this place, which is the demand. So I have a lot of buyers here to make a buy. That's why I did that. I still in. I have, let's say, one lot. Sorry for my last position. The same in the high time frame index. Dollar is in the downtrend. Maybe on the weekly. Yeah, I'm not sure if these trades I can hold it for a long period of time. Because you see, here it's a big zone. I don't know what I can expect in a matter of days or week. The market can bring another leg into the upside and then coming down. So these trades, let's say I was a bit overexposed yesterday. So my stop loss was very tight. Okay, my stop loss was there. So in the long term, I can expect the price to break above. Of course, in the long term, I'm also expecting the dollar index to go down. But for a daily trade, you see, I'm already taking some profit here on this movement down. No, this was intraday. Trades. At least for a swing, for the, let's say, a long-term prediction, I think what's going to happen is that we're going to probably have another push in the dollar index, and then we will again have another leg down. I think that the downtrend already started in the dollar index, and we have also a first indication in the dollar yen. I know that the yen was very weak for a long period of time, but you see, this is actually what could actually happen in the dollar index. You see, so this was very long period of uptrend. We can still say that the uptrend is clear, but again, when we have in a matter of few weeks this huge breakout with the Bank of Japan that intervened in the market, okay, at some point we're going to have a retracement, and then the trend going to continue. So what I can look for the next opportunity will be to find this high here, to continue selling the dollar yen. Maybe it's the moment to do so. I will check, but no, actually not. Yeah, this is not bad, I think, to make a first entry point here in the long term. Okay, I think it's not bad because we have this point here might be a pivot point. Okay, this was a huge demand. Here we had some reaction, but the market was so strong that it's broke out below. Here we make a retest. This can be the continuation on my hand, I think. Okay, I think this might be the first entry point. The second entry point, and I think would be the last, would be probably here, which is the beginning of the supply. Okay, we have a very fresh supply here, so there are coming to be some sellers here also. So this is also what I see, the same analysis I have in the dollar yen. This could be the same for the dollar index, okay? Because they behave the same way, okay? The dollar index is mainly constitute of, I think, more than 50% of the dollar index in the basket is the euro, okay? Is the euro dollar. So the dollar yen is only maybe 10% of this index. But you see, it's like BF the same. You see, we are a long uptrend and then it breaks out, and the dollar yen is was quite the same here. Okay, so it was a huge uptrend, and then we have a breakout. So it's BF the same way. It's BF actually the same way. Yeah, let's see if the euro is a bit stronger today. It's will be very complicated. I don't want to make the price here lower low, so that's why I already put my stop loss one break even here, and we'll see if it's continue. Nelson, I had nearly the same analysis later entry than you do, so well done. Yeah, thank you. I think the entry I have here is not my only entry, so I believe that my average entry probably is here. Okay, wait. I think my average entry price is around that. Here is my last entry point, so I take the best price. I think here it's, sometimes you need to be a bit lucky, but this was my last entry point. So that gives me some potential in the upside. It's time. I lost my 10k. I lost again, but it's a little expensive. You lost the 10k instead funding, and it's a bit expensive. And what I can advise you, Tom, to do is that you can try for the bootcamp. It will. First of all, it's 85 euros, so it's much cheaper. And it will, improve you by being consistent for few steps. You need to pass 3 steps, 6% every time. You need to put stop loss, and you need to have a strong risk management. I think if you actually lost the 10k instant, try to take a step back, go to the bootcamp, try to practice a bit your strategy and make some back test and whatever it is. Practice your strategy, and then when you feel ready, you can come back to the instant. But I believe that bootcamp is actually the right alternative for you right now. And of course, if you pass the 3 steps, you get actually a 100k account, so it's a big reward. Do you trade any crypto, Ruben? Yeah, I'm trading crypto, but not intraday. I'm holding crypto for the long term. That's what I do. I'm not trading crypto intraday. This is very difficult. This requires a lot of experience. I don't know if making intraday crypto is sustainable to do in the long term. At some point, you're gonna get wrecked, I think. So that's why I'm only holding. I have a crypto portfolio for the long term. That's what I have. And I'm still holding, even my portfolio actually I think lost 40%. I'm fine. This is part of the volatility of the crypto. You know, when you tell to an investors in stocks, for example, and you say, "Hey, your portfolio lost 40%," he probably will kill himself. But in crypto, you know, 40% is the average. I think everyone lost around 30 or 40% of his portfolio lastly. So we need to wait, take some time. I'm doing this year on crypto. You know, that's more investment than trading. Again, just guys, a small reminder and a small disclaimer, like I do every single time I make a trading room. All the trades I take in front of you, or that I take yesterday or whatever, but all the analysis I'm doing is for an educational purposes. Okay, so my analysis is my own analysis, and trading is at your own risk. So guys, you know, be careful. It's always important to remember. And of course, guys, you can give also your analysis and your insights on the chat. What do you think about, you know, maybe you can have some different analysis than mine. I know that yesterday a lot of traders, maybe not a lot, but few ones, were very doubtful by saying, hey, or you can buy euro dollar right now, and how you can buy pound dollar right now. Well, I was ready to hear them, but I didn't get, I think, the explanation. And here this is fine. I think on H4 time frame, and maybe on the daily basis also, selling is not bad. And that also was, I was looking for, I was on a sell position in the euro dollar last week, okay, because we had that one. So I will just get rid of all the line. No, it's not this one. Trade levels. Daily. Okay. Okay, so this is all the key levels in the euro dollar. So we have this support that became a resistance, and then we have this support, resistance, and so on and so on. This one, I think I was selling it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I have some selling point here. Yeah, it was I was waiting for. Here we have a huge volatility movement on the upside. I was waiting for the price to go back to the average, and I was selling this, I think. This was my analysis of last week. We have also this type of line that, you know, some traders are using. I'm actually not using it, but this was interesting to have. You know, this was an uptrend. The market may make an overextended movement, then the price went down to here. Here also, this is for me an overextended movement in the H4, so I expect the price to go back a bit. You know, we have to play with what the market is giving to us. Yeah, this can be a flag in H1. So people that are selling here, they are fine. You know, it depends how much they manage the positions. It's look like a flag, you see on the M30 minutes. It's like an uptrend, can be a flag, but it's going to be clearly a continuation on the downside. So that's why my TP, I think my TP is not so far. I will check again. Yeah, I will probably make the TP for that trade just here. I think for all my position, I'm starting to be a bit bearish here. So Yeah, that might be, I think, the last point. Yeah, I will also put this stop loss a bit above. The market is opening in next 3 minutes, so we're gonna see what's going to happen in the S&P. Also, in doing this is a key zone that we identified yesterday. I had an entry here. I was searching for adding back here, but I think I exited the trade a bit before. So this is what we had yesterday. Okay, that's this zone that this is very easy to find it, but daily support in the S&P that keeps holding. Today it looks like the market would want to push, so we'll see. Okay, do you think gold is going down in 4-hour or daily time frame? Let me open the the first thing I see in the daily chart is that we have here a top. See, probably a pivot point. That was actually the market is starting to give some reaction. I think this is not enough to understand if we can make a buy or sell in gold. Actually, I would prefer to wait. It's also the same scenario that we have in euro dollar. So that's why in the euro dollar I'm behaving a bit. I'm very careful. Because it's starting to create kind of a flag. You see how I'm managing the position here. I'm taking it very carefully. So here I'm not sure whether we should wait for a sell or a buy. I would prefer to wait actually. Okay, we have here type of a trend on the 30 minutes that's starting to create. If we make a lower low and we start looking any downside pressure, I will say, okay, maybe this is the time to make a sell. Again, my let's say my analysis and my mindset will never tell me to make a sell after a breakout. I'm not playing breakouts, and for the people that keep coming to my trading room, they know that I'm not a trader that play on the breakout. But here, this can be this can be here an opportunity. Okay. This can be an opportunity because here on H1 and we made a retracement already. Yeah, this looks like very weird. Okay, it's like a weak movement on the upside. We still have higher low, higher high, but I think at some point we're gonna break down. I think you see the same setup that we have here. You see, we have like starting a bullish trend, it's very weak, and then boom, the market crashed down. It's quite the same setup here. Okay, so the market can continue on the downside. Again, this is not my mindset to make a sell in this type of scenario. That's why I will not do that. Even it's a good opportunity. Okay, it might be a good opportunity here to make a sell. And again, I think the target should be not so far. I think the next target will be in this zone. I think there will be some buyers in this zone, and if not, buyers will come here, which is the demand. Okay, there is here an interesting demand, so expect the price to have some buyers here, but also here, okay, which is demand. In my opinion, and if I want to do something in gold, I would let the market do whatever he wants, probably getting down from here and starting to make some buy, let's say here at this demand, and probably adding back to this demand. I think here there is too fresh demand, that's why I look for. Okay, we have an interesting push here in gold. Of course, the market will retrace. Okay, and every time I'm looking for this type of retracement. Okay, here it's a big uptrend. I'm waiting for the price to go back to the average. And here on the daily chart, you see the average is here actually. The average is right here. So you know, we are still a bit far. That's why I don't want actually to make a buy, okay, because the average is here. Making a sell can be good, but again, not my mindset, not my strategy. So I would prefer to wait and make a buy here. Long on pound yen, and how much I'm risking on every trade with the 88k dollar account. Let's say in each asset, I'm risking 1.5%, 2% per asset at the same time. And my maximum exposure, my maximum risk I can have in one day is around 3 and 4%. So it depends how much. So let's say I can manage 2 different assets with a full exposure. Okay, I can have like a position in the euro dollar with 2% risk and a pound dollar with 2% risk. Here my portfolio yesterday was not balanced because I was going full with the dollar. That was something I was looking for a lot of time. So I was, let's say, in the high ratio of my exposure. But yeah, this is approximately the numbers I'm using. The S&P is opening down. Gold is short and bullish. Gold is short and bullish. Stop below TP. I don't know. I could say that the gold is long-term bullish. In the short term, I've adopted. It depends from where. Here it's creating some nice, you see, ups and down movement. So maybe that's why I'm looking in the euro dollar. This is quite the same setup. But this looks like this trend is a bit weak for me, in gold at least. So you should be very careful and you should be managing, you know, very carefully, because if we break this type of trend, the market will continue. Okay, actually the market hold at this level, so that's fine. But if we start to break it below that and we make a lower low from that point, there are going to be some troubles and the market will probably make a new low on the M30 time frame. Okay, let me check pound yen. Someone want to find. Wow, okay. You see, this is very weak again. This is the type of trend I say, okay, there is something behind. You know, this is like an accumulation or distribution in a channel that's, you know, very struggling to push the price above. And at some point the market, you know, will react at some point. It's like, again, if we can say, if this is a trend, you know. So be careful in the pound yen. I'm not sure what we should do. Of course, there is a clear uptrend, but I would be looking for a sell position here, in my opinion. Also in the daily chart we have yeah, this is quite difficult to make something here. We are exactly at the average you see on the daily chart there is Bollinger Bands. I'm using Bollinger Bands a lot, and we are actually at the average. So for me here there is 50% chance for the price to go up and 50% for the price to go down in the daily chart. Again, if I go to the H1, this is quite the same. If I go to the H4, you see we are a bit at the top, the average is down. I'm not looking to make a buy, especially here. And here we're already starting to see some weakness in the M15. I'm even asking myself if I could open a sell position and hold it for a few days. even the price is on the uptrend. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that. I think I will manage the position. You see, this is, yeah, there is still a lot of volatility in pound yen. It's like, again, 120 pips, 120 pips ups and down movement, but this is like, I don't know. I will see. Maybe I can probably add back here. Then I will still manage the position. I will probably put my stop loss above that high. Let's check it out. We will see. I think it's a nice spot for me, in my opinion. We are far from the average. I think we can go back. And also the yen. The yen for me will gain some value in the next few months. If I see the dollar yen. Any tips for some coins to buy now? I cannot give any advice on crypto. The market lost, I don't know, 50%. Like the Bitcoin is 50k right now, 15k. When it was in the summer 70k. So very difficult to give you some tips. Make your analysis on your side and try to find which crypto have a future or not. We had FTX. That, you know, crypto world is very difficult. You need to know how to manage your portfolio if you want to buy some coins. But one advice, don't buy 1 or 2 coins, okay? Try to have 30 or 40 coins that you can hold in a crypto portfolio. I had some Luna, for example, but my portfolio is fine because I diversify my portfolio. I have stable coins that probably are 30% or 40% of my portfolio, and the 60% others are, you know, it can be Solana, it can be it's still big crypto, but most of my portfolio should be in stable crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't know if we can say stable coin right now. Not stable, but big market cap crypto. From 70k to 15k, hello crypto world. Should be ready. Are you purely technical? Yes and no. I don't know. Maybe most of my analysis is made purely on technical analysis, and also I try to bring into my trading some quantitative understanding. Okay, you see all the time I'm talking about average and standard deviation and so on. I don't have any computer system that or EA that give me the right place to make a short or to make a buy or whatever, but this is something I would like to develop in the future. But you know, I try to understand at some point and at a specific moment of time what is the volatility. Are we far from the average or not? Is the movement well explained? Like, for example, here you see it's very weak uptrend. If we have, like, for example, a difference between this uptrend and this one, this is 2 different worlds. Okay, there is a great impulse. Here it's say, okay, we buy, we sell, we don't know, and the price at some point will go back to the average. Here the average is not so far. If I go to the you see on the H4 we are a bit at the top. Here at the Bollinger Bands we are at the top of the standard deviation, so at least the price should go back to the average, and we see all the time that the market goes back actually to the average. Okay, so here it was the average, so the average pushed and then pushed again, and then again I'm expecting the price to go back to the average, and we will see where is the top. I don't know. Regarding how I trade, I use fundamentals, definitely. I know if we are in a risk-off environment. Again, in the dollar index, it was clear that the dollar will gain some value in the long term. Let's say in 1 year it gained a lot of value, but at some point, and if you have some understanding in technical analysis and in quantitative, let's say, trading, you know that the dollar index was so much overextended. Okay, you know that the price at some point will go back to the average, and this is exactly what I was waiting for a lot of weeks. So I want to get rid of all the fucking line here. Sorry for my language. Fair play with Ben Crazy, right? Thank you, Tom. Ben, thank you for the feedback. Very appreciate. Again, I'm a bit sorry for my English. Some people can say, yeah, I have an accent. I have a very big accent. I'm French, so sometimes you can hear my accent. This is a very hard one. But yeah, you know, when we talk trading, we have the same language. So I hope at least it gives you some insight in the market and some explanation. Again, my mindset is very different than any other trader that will buy on a support, sell resistance, playing moving average. I know all those tools. I'm using them, but the way I react to the market is different. My mindset is different because I use volatility and I use standard deviation at a specific moment of time. And that's why I would like, let's say, to develop, let's say, an EA or, you know, something further for me in the future, that I will have to make some back test and some forward test to see if it's okay and if it's work actually. And the fact why I'm looking all the time to the average and standard deviation and the volatility is because I was trading options 2 years in a hedge fund. And generally when you trade options, you trade only volatility of an asset. That's why. Okay, let me check. Yeah, we need to show you on the monthly chart. Okay, so when you have this type of, you know, bang, 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 you know, at some point the market will make a retracement. For me, the average here, I will not put Bollinger Bands here, but for me this is very clear. Let me know if we can. No, this is not that what I want. I live in Nice. Oh, okay, that's great. I was living in Paris. In Paris. Okay, so you see this was very healthy. It was a consolidation zone. The average is in the blue line approximately, and then suddenly we break out, and we break out too far for me. We break out too far, and I think the average might be around here. Maybe I will put Bollinger Bands on that. Bollinger Bands. You see? Okay, the average is actually here, and we are at the top of the standard deviation. Okay, so at some point, I'm expecting the market to go back to the average, and again, we should bring some fundamentals. I'm not a master in fundamental analysis, but here technically there is something to get, you know. We are also far, let's say in the monthly chart, the dollar almost reached the top. On the top was in 1983. I think it's too far to get from this data, but let's say here we were not so far from the high of 20 years before. I understand you very well and clear. Okay, so that's nice. Maybe I made some improvements in my accent, I don't know. You see in here again, the Bollinger Bands is actually a bit working. The price was at the top of the standard deviation. And here the price stopped at the average, and we will see if it can give another impulse on the upside. We'll see. I'm gonna check anyway. You see here my execution on the M5 minutes was not the best because we were at the bottom. But you see, this is for me more an H4, H1 trades. So that's why I did not dig back into the M1 or M5, whatever. But we'll see. It's still under management. Okay, guys, I think we reached the end of the session. Again, was happy to share with you my analysis. I keep the day I had from yesterday. I managed them. Had another trade today. We'll see how it's turned out. What I would like to say is that tomorrow I'm doing the London session with Jordan, which is also an analyst here at the 5ers. He's from Australia. So I will do the London session with him tomorrow in a new YouTube channel that we try to push. It's called Trade Delicious. And there will be a lot of insight for traders, some interview with institutional traders that will share their stories, and there will be a lot of contents in Trade Delicious. So I invite you to check this channel. I will just type the name of the channel in the chat. So yeah, just for telling you, I'm doing a trading room with Jordan tomorrow, so that will be a bit more interactive because we will be two. He will share his analysis, I will share mine. We'll take some trade. We'll try to analyze the market together. Maybe we'll have some contradiction in trading, so that's interesting to come and enjoy this type of session. So I hope I'm going to enjoy, and I hope that you guys that probably will come tomorrow will also like the content. So thank you for today. Highly appreciate. See you tomorrow morning for the London session in Trade Delicious channel. I wish you a nice day. Happy World Cup for football, for people that like football. And guys, have a nice day. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.